Okay. It is too late in the evening, and I probably shouldn't be, but I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds. So welcome back to that, friends. Now, I saw some videos going around online from people saying that the default brightness settings of Monster Hunter Wilds are too bright and too washed out, and the calibration tools that Capcom have provided just don't really do a good job of presenting the world quite as colorful as it really is supposed to be. So I've messed around with them a little bit, just trying to see if I could find a different or possibly a better balance. I think I have. I think things are looking a little bit less washed out now, but well, you can let me know in the comments how you feel. I'll won't see them or read them until I'm significantly further into the game, but I'd be curious to hear what you all think. Anyway, I've realized I cannot fast travel literally anywhere else because we're stuck in a bit of story that's supposed to happen right now. So there's not much for it except to keep advancing the story. And that's pretty much my plan for this playthrough, by the way, is just I'm going to go through the main story and maybe a few things after that, but that'll be the end of the Let's Play, as it were. I think, anyway. Because after that, I want to be able to just play Monster Hunter Wilds for myself while listening to a podcast or whatever as my chill and relax game, and not really for content necessarily as such. So that is the plan. And I'm going to stick to it. But for now, if I were a hunter like you, I could say where it is more precisely.
We should head for Kunafa as soon as possible. Are you all set on supplies?
I'm actually not, come to think of it.
I hope everyone's all right.
Come to think of it, I'm actually not, because I need to go look at my box and get my loadout. So as far as I can make out, the thing that determines how the game treats Is that the wrong direction? Oh yes, the thing that determines how the game treats objects, things you pick up out in the world, is whether or not you are using a loadout, I think. And so if you have a specific loadout activated, I think the game will then dump everything that's not part of your loadout into your item box rather than... That's not my tent. People sure are talking. Where the hell's my tent?
Hey.
Where's my item box? Ah, there. So, manage loadouts. Use loadout. And then theoretically... that should tell it to not try to add everything to my item pouch. Here's hoping. Okay, now...
We should head for Kunafa as soon as possible. Are you all set on supplies?
Now I am.
Everyone, we're leaving.
Are we actually going to get to fight the White Wraith now? Or is it going to be a...
What's the situation?
Chaotic. We cannot unravel why the sand tide is happening again so soon.
We intend to go to the Eye of the Storm. There's a good chance the monster we're after is there.
The Eye of the Storm? You mean the wind's gasp? No telling what terror awaits you there. Still, I shall not dissuade you from your calling. May the wind guide your heart true.
Thank you. We head to the wind's gasp.
Or is it going to be a thing where, like, we fight the monster and then down to half health and then it leaves and then there's, like, a mission to investigate where it has its lair? Because it feels like it's too early for us to actually kill the thing.
Downpour. The sandstorm might attract it too. It's not much of a lead, but it's the best one we've got. I see it. Something's definitely not right.
Apparently also, while you're riding, there's supposed to be a way to auto-list.
That's telling.
Oh man, that bug is back. What is that?
Lightning! Watch yourself now!
What is that bug? Where's it coming from? But apparently, you're supposed to be able to, like, you see how there's this list of things over on the left? Apparently, you're supposed to be able to... Oh, I see. There it is. You hold down the aim button, and then you can just select them on the list, and then you're able to either look at them or
Are you sure this is the right way?
grab them. Yeah, okay.
Check the map if you get lost.
Good to know. That makes it a little easier to grab things in the environment.
Hear that?
My suspicion is the White Wraith is attacking another powerful, like, Elder Drake or, like, Mega Monster or whatever with lightning powers and is causing the storm in the struggle.
There it is. The White Wraith.
Okay, but what's the other one?
From the look of it, that must be this region's apex predator.
This could get ugly. We better keep our distance.
Well, we can observe from afar.
Yeah, take the trauma kid
Nata!
to the exact source of his pain.
You can't!
Why? Why did it attack us? Did we do something wrong? There must be a reason, right?
Sometimes there isn't.
You're a hunter. You've got a weapon, and you do nothing? Give it to me, and I'll... Why won't you let me go? I want to go home. Give me my village back.
Is that monster absorbing its energy?
Is it like an invasive species, perhaps, the White Wraith? Hey, buddy! Yeah, no, I tough L you took there.
That doesn't look good. Shoot, 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 shoot.
I mean, no one likes a sore loser, dude.
The village is doomed if we don't stop it. I'll find us a spot to lay low. I'm going too. We've got to get Nata out of here.
You probably shouldn't have brought him in the first place, really. Like,
Provide support for the time being. In order to protect the surrounding population, Guild authorizes you to hunt Rey Dau.
Understood. I'm on.
I've also, by the way, pulled the camera back a bit. I don't know if you can tell. Which is, so nice. Ah, damn, okay. I thought it was gonna shoot. Okay. What is your moveset there, buddy? Okay, it doesn't do a lightning explosion with the tail, at least not initially. Ah, okay. Okay! At least I can block that. That's nice. Okay, so the tail is weak. I also found out there's a setting where you can just trigger... Ah, darn it. Where you can just trigger focus mode as like a toggle instead of... Okay, so there's basically no way for me to be able to... Instead of holding it, which I think is probably good for me. Okay. Wait, was that a wound? So when it... Okay, so when it charges its... lightning bolt with its head, I need to get close. Okay, managed to get the wound. Ah! Shit, okay. Not like that. But then if I can block it and then get in close...
That lightning, its head was left wide open.
Ah. Okay, so there's a delay on that. But there's no way in hell for me to reach it when it... I see, okay. Slow and methodical. That's how you win.
Looks like it's moving to a new area. Put a dent in it.
Ah. One thing I really don't like about the gun lance is that its wound break attack is pretty ass. Like, compared to the daggers, whereas, like, if you hit the wound, you just get to do a bunch of damage and, like, a cool...
I've gathered a few things myself. Check your item box later.
You just get to do a cool finisher and, like jump into the air and spin across the monster's body. This thing, it's like, you better drill that weapon correctly into the exact right spot. And fuck you if the monster is moving, because your hit won't stun it until you've, like, managed to hit at least a few of them. Which, to an extent, okay, fair enough, but... Whoa, okay.
The others should be at the camp beneath the oasis.
Got it. The lightning has them amped up. I may use them as a trap.
Oh, right, I forgot. I'm not using my sword and shield anymore, or my gun lance anymore. I don't mind that at all. Give me that tail, buddy. I love dual blades sometimes. And then sometimes not so much. Ah, this time it didn't count as an opening. I guess it only counts occasionally. Okay, there are times when focus mode is good, and then there are times when focus mode is not so good. Okay, any wounds I can hit? Not yet. Yeah, okay. Ah! Did I see a wound? I did! Probably has pretty good paralysis resistance, all things considered. But not that good. Okay, I need to sharpen my damn... I like to call my little thing. Yee! Thank you, hello. Took you a second. Ah, that didn't work quite as epically as I'd hoped it would. Okay. Are you leaving, or are you... Okay. Okay. Kind of having to... Focus mode as toggle, in a lot of ways, is definitely better than having to hold it. But it is also a thing I'm really having to learn to remember when it's on and when it's not. Because if you press R1 when focus mode isn't on, you just put your weapons away. Which is counterproductive. By the way, I'm having so much fucking fun with this fight. I really like this monster. And it's seeming to have a lot of trouble dealing with me being as mobile as I am with the blades. Ah. Okay, but give me that tail, though. Aha! Yeah! Ah, bad timing. Darn it. Aha! It really genuinely is some fucking Attack on Titan vibes when you get that finisher. I feel like my dual blades is gonna get punished pretty hard once I have to face a monster that's like more consistently aggressive and requires my timing to my dodging and aggression management to be better. Because this is one thing I'm bad at with these blades is managing my aggression and my impulse to constantly be doing damage versus the need to be reading the monster. I really am missing my Silkbind attacks on the gun lance. Oh, but come on. There we go. Ah, not quite. It really is a world of difference trying to hit the wounds with this thing. Not quite the perfect block, but... good enough. There we go. Where the hell am I? There I am. Gotta get the tail, gotta get the tail, gotta get the tail, gotta get the tail, gotta get the tail. Falling grounding pillar? Oh, I gotta drop that on its head. Probably should have. Grounding pod. Huh, one assumes that would do something to its electrical powers. Damn, that was a good fight. I like that monster.
Well done! Phew, that was one heck of a monster. Should we go find the others? They should still be at the pop-up camp.
Oh, yeah, that was a good beastie. Didn't even have time to think about the
Got a sec? I got something for you.
animation style.
How is he?
He's calmed down. Says he'd rather be alone.
Understandable.
I've seen him this upset. Poor kid.
He'll be okay.
Hey, there's something I need to show you. It's back there.
Go ahead. I'll watch the entrance.
Thanks.
Appreciated.
I will say, bringing the kid is like, that makes sense from a dramatic perspective, because that's how Nata gets to go through his arc, right?
Why is it glowing?
No clue, but I noticed it when setting up camp.
So, this is what Werner was going on about.
Yeah, it looks just like what we saw in Azu's, except this one's glowing. So, where do you think it goes?
Hey guys! The sandstorm died down.
Good, we can go back outside. Yeah. Huh? It stopped glowing.
What does it mean?
I'm just gonna toss this out there, but I think this and the sandstorm might be connected? Silly, right?
No, it's a real possibility.
We should tell Werner what we found.
Good idea. But do you mind if we stop by Kunafa before we go? I'd like to check in on everyone. Sato must also be worried.
Yeah, good call.
Eric and I will take Nata back to base camp. Let's join up later.
What an ordeal. And that monster you faced. The Elder has spoken of its fearsomeness and how it influenced our use of gem chimes. Between the wounded Rey Dau and its attacker, if either had reached the village, I do not have the words to thank you for what you have done.
The White Wraith retreated to the oil well basin, but we don't know any more than that. Eric seemed convinced that what we saw was the White Wraith absorbing elemental energy.
It's a lot to chew on, but our first order of business should be to talk to Werner.
I do also like that it's, like, specifically the hunter who stops him. I like that our character
Let's head back to Azu.
is more of a person. I really do. I really do like that. That our hunter clearly has a point of view. Our hunter clearly has a backstory, a personality. Not that it's like a super distinct one. It's still, you know, fantasy hero guy. for the most part. But, like, that it's not just a complete blank slate who never really does anything. Like, who never really takes any decisions, who just goes along with everything that's put in front of them. It's like, oh, your mission is to do this, your mission is to do that. That I have more of a sense in this version of the Hunter that they do have a point of view, and that they're doing these things because they have a personal investment in it now, right? They have a personal relationship with Natsa. They have, like, a curiosity about these things. It's not much, but it is more than I got from either Rise or World. And I'm also quite happy that we don't have a the handler character in World. God bless her, she's very cute, but her purpose, her existence was to get into some kind of trouble that the Hunter could constantly rescue her from. Like, that was the whole purpose of her character, is that she bumbles into some kind of problem, and then you, the Hunter, can be brave and rescue her, and that's like, aha, this is your heroic hero because of you rescued the handler from bumbling into their 14th, like, life-threatening situation that afternoon. I ended up being somewhat annoyed with the handler. Like, they tried to characterize her, right? Like, they tried to make her sort of like she has this connection to the mystery at the heart of the thing. It never really worked for me, because, like, what they were trying to do was kind of the same thing that the Pokemon games try to do, right? I'm thinking especially here of Pokemon Sun and Moon. If you remember Sun and Moon, there's a character called, like, what is it, Lily? Yeah, like the girl in the white hat and the white dress, who's like the actual main character of the narrative, right? Like, she's the one who has the connection with Lusamina. She's the one who's connected to the Ultra Beasts, who is like Cosmog is like her Pokemon, and that's the one that becomes like the Moon or Sun Pokemon, and like which is connected to all the Ultra Beast stuff. Everything about the actual narrative, the actual story of the game is connected to her, and then you are just some fucking kid. Like, some fucking, like, silent rando with a permanent smile on your face, who's also happens to be the best Pokemon trainer in the whole fucking world, who's just, like, following her around and present while the narrative happens to her, and then occasionally you do a Pokemon battle, but you don't get to have a character. You don't have to have a personality or a perspective or be a voice in anything that happens in any meaningful way. The entire narrative happens to Lily, but Lily, unfortunately, because she isn't the actual protagonist of the game, right? Because she can't actually be active in resolving anything. She can't actually take action. She can't ever be the person who's using a Pokemon partner to fight in order to achieve something in the plot. That always has to be you, because you are the player, right? So dealing with Lusamina, like fighting her mom and like setting her straight and like that is all left to you, person who has no personal connection whatsoever to Lusamina and no reason to care about her, right? Whereas the people who have an actual reason to give a shit about Lusamina and like be invested in like ending the threat of her are relegated to second banana, like completely irrelevant to the actual resolution of that plot. And that's one of the weakest parts of the story of Sun and Moon, is that it on the one hand wants to have this Saturday morning, like, children's anime, like a Pokemon anime kind of plot line, right? Like a very standard sort of hero's journey. But the character who's supposed to go on the hero's journey is Lily, but you're the one going on the hero's journey instead, even though you have no connection to or investment in the plot whatsoever as a character, because you are a blank slate who has no backstory, no personality, no precision, no opinions, no nothing. You're just along for the ride. Monster Hunter Rise and World kind of have the same problem, right? Like, that your hunter is ostensibly the most powerful, important, incredible, upstart new hunter in the entire world, who's like taking down all the monsters, doing all the cool shit, resolving all the problems, but your person doesn't have a character, right? Like, who you are as a person does not matter for shit, right? Because the whole story is handed over to the handler, or in Rise, it's sort of the first part of it is handed over to the twins, that they're the ones who actually have a personal connection with these monsters, right? And some sort of, like, mystical connection to them. And then in Sunbreak, it's handed over to, like, the Night twins, the Night sisters, right? Like, where it's like they have a personal investment in protecting the kingdom from the scary, like, vampire bat dragon. and you're just kind of there to be along for the ride and kill whatever monster they point you at, but you don't matter as a person very much. I like this approach more. Again, it's minimal. Like, it's not much. It's not like my hunter has a strong, defined, independent personality, but they do show signs of having a personality, some kind of personality, right? Not anything groundbreaking, not anything particularly important or impressive, just enough that it feels like this is a person. Hermes, what the hell are you doing? Kiddo, did you just get shocked by your own shock trap? Oh, silly boy. Talk to Werner in Azuz. Why is there an X? Oh, it's customized the thing. Yeah. So we have to go to Azuz now.
Right. Understood.
Wait, does this mean I can fast travel again? Yay, I can fast travel again. Oh, hooray. Okay. Let me just start by going to base camp here. Yeah, I feel like the colors are definitely less washed out. She's mild-mannered, it's great for domestication, but we have to be careful not to anger its parents. Oh, the animations have changed at camp. Why are two of them playing exactly the same animation set? Okay, so isn't someone up there throwing it down? It's just supposed to be falling down because it's been overstacked. I get it. God, it really is an unreasonably pretty game. I genuinely can't get over the quality of the... Oh, that's someone's custom. I really can't get over the quality of the environment design. I really can't. Oh, they're wearing little headlamps. That's the medic cat. I know if you get downed in the field, that's the cat that revives you, and it will run all the way back to base camp. Because that's just the kind of game this is. But I've talked about it before, right? The maximalism. The dedication to mess and excess also. I think this is also part of the fantasy of Monster Hunter is the fantasy of excess, right? Like the fantasy of plenty, the fantasy of bounty. Which I think is also a necessary part of the fantasy because, like, if that wasn't, like, if the bounty of nature in this world was not unlimited, you'd feel, I think, a whole lot weirder.
Got a sec? I got something for you.
About murdering so many animals, right? Like, I think the overflow of resources, the overflow of abundance. Oh my god, what I wouldn't give. Oh, what I wouldn't give. Just a taste. It's all I ask is just a taste. Like, oh. But point being, if the abundance wasn't so maximalist, so excessive almost, it would feel worse, I think, to kill so many monsters. Because it would bring up the idea of, like, human-made famine and extinction, that kind of deal. Ah, fresh young hunters. A lot more. Like, I think that would be a lot more in the forefront of my mind. But because the world is overflowing with an infinite natural bounty all the time, right? That feels less like a problem, right? That feels less like a concern
You keeping stocked?
brought to the forefront of your mind. Damn. Majestic.
Hey,
Anyway, Rey Dau. What does the Rey Dau armor look like? Ooh, devil horns. And then more of a unicorn situation. And here's another one of I can't craft the whole set yet, I see. So I can get the Uthduna legwear. I can get the Rey Dau headgear. Okay, let me just... I mean, that doesn't mesh perfectly, I don't think. That kind of does. Yeah, that kind of does. I would have to dye it, I think, if I could get the yellow colors into the skirt more on this one. That might actually mesh okay, all things considered. So there's going to be a third apex predator somewhere that it's in, well, in the oil sands, in the oil region. Probably fire-themed, one assumes. Which it's going to absorb its thing, and then that will give me the gauntlets. So I can put together, like, a very, a very mismatched outfit. Anyway. Rampopolo looking sort of predictably Plague Doctor chic. It's not like the Kezu, which just has the grossest possible outfit. It takes a little bit more of a Plague Doctor approach to it, rather than you are wearing the, like, you are wearing the bloody skin with all of like the pale skin of a horrible cave creature. Right, well, I'm on this tier of armor right now. And I might, at some point, want to look into upgrading. Might I not?
what are we making today?
Let's see. Does the Rey Dau have a tree? Nope, not for that.
Anything catch your
The
eye?
dual blades, maybe? Nope. For the longsword?
Something in mind?
Yes, the Rey Dau gets a longsword tree.
Whoa.
Hammer?
Anything catch your eye?
That would be weird. Hammer doesn't feel like a Rey Dau kind of weapon. Lance? Nope.
What are we making today?
Switch axe? Nope. Insect
Anything catch
glaive.
your eye?
Rey Dau. Okay. Ooh, that one's actually kind of good.
You know where to find me.
Anyway... Let's see. I do like the dual blades. They also feel a little too easy. They feel a bit too easy for me. So I'm gonna go back to my old ways. My old ways with the hammer for a bit. Just to try it out. Was there a hammer upgrade I wanted? Let's have a look.
What are we making today?
Right, I wanted to upgrade the hammer into something, didn't I? Or was I okay with just a bone bludgeon? Focus attack boost? It's rarity 2 though, and it's not that powerful. Maybe I want to go with the Chatacabra there, actually. Stamina Thief and charge up. Actually, yeah. I think I want to go with the Chatacabra hammer. Given the skills it has available. Not much point critical draw, I don't think. Affinity is not really the hammer skill for me. That makes a lot more sense with a weapon where you're doing a ton of hits so you can roll those dice a million times. Okay. So I need a Chatacabra jaw. Which means I need to hunt one of those little dudes. Let's hunt one of those little dudes.
Yes.
Let's go bully him.
Okay, let's move out.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
The terrain here looks like a natural trap. All ready when you are.
Bonk. I might just be able to slug it out with him. Bonk. I will say, even for like a first tutorial monster, I feel like the Chatacabra is unusually weak. Okay. Darn. Interrupted. Right, so that's where you get the upswing. Okay. So then I also get the charged upswing. Oh, okay. That was longer range than I thought. Ooh, the tongue becomes a weak spot when it does that. Okay. Bonked. Oh, okay. That is a little bit more AoE than I thought it would. Oh, that's satisfying. I really like that big extra charge up with the rolling swing that you can do. The poor thing is just way too weak to take me on. Like, it can knock me back a little bit, that's about it. Oh, that was another one of those.
Now's our chance. Almost there. Moving to a new area.
No, it's not. Or maybe it is, whatever. I talked about the knives feeling too easy. Gotta say, with this creature, the hammer feels kind of too easy as well. Poor thing, I'm bullying it. I'm not even really dodging, I'm just... I do think it's odd in this game how the monsters will go to sleep while you're, like, almost right there sometimes. Oh yeah, no, this was a huge threat to me.
That's my partner.
There's the jaw I needed. But maybe that's part of, like, because Monster Hunter Wilds certainly feels calculated and seems to have been very successful as an introductory Monster Hunter game, right? As the game that allows casuals to finally get into this weird, rather niche, deliberate thing of a monster hunting genre game.
Hey.
And it seems to have been very, very successful at that if the player counts are anything to go by, which, you know,
Anything catch your eye?
player counts for a single-player game
Ready to work.
shouldn't really be that important to anyone.
Look good?
But, like, 1.3 million is, you know, that's not bad. That's a pretty solid count. Boy, hiccups. Hang on. Ugh. Especially for a game like Monster Hunter, which has traditionally been
Now that's a good choice.
very... Am I in a Zeus? Wait, how the hell did I get to... Why did I go to a Zeus when the quest was over? Okay, sure. I guess. Especially for a series that has traditionally had such niche appeal as Monster Hunter. I should probably upgrade my gun lance, shouldn't I? It's a little low on the upgrade tree, I've just noticed.
Hey. What are we making today?
Okay, so I can either get the upgraded Hope Gun Lance 3. I could go with the Bone Gun Lance, but I don't really wanna. I've never liked wide shelling on gun lances. There is the Ooth weapon with guard level 2. That might actually be... That might actually be the smart play, because I feel like... Critical Eye is just not really what you need on a gun lance. And guard up on the triple bayonet is good, but I can't really get it up to an attack power level that's... And it has normal shelling, so that's good. It is water elemental, which is not necessarily what I want, but... Having level 2 guard would be pretty good. Do I want to go hunt another Uthduna then? I could also just do the chemistry, so I'd need a Firestone, which I'm sure I could pick up somewhere around here. And I'd get a nice attack boost from that as well. Less reliant on elemental. And I'd get the guard too. Yeah, because like upgrading to the Hope Gun Lance 2 hardly seems worth it. All things considered. Especially when that's on the table.
See you later.
Okay. I guess this is a episode for the grind a little bit. Let's see. Ooth. Nope, that's not you. It's you. And let's do that.
Understood.
But turn off voice chat. Just so, you know.
Calm the mind and focus.
No voice chat, please. There. Let's do that.
Right.
Presumably, at least a couple of people will be wanting to hunt the... Oh, optional quests. There.
Okay, let's move out.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
Prepared enough.
Hope you find something useful.
We'll see if anyone joins us. If not, it'll be a solo. want to try the hammer against something that's a little more difficult.
That might be a good place to set up camp. Let's go see.
Uh-oh. Yike! Okay. What, can I not dodge my way out of the water blight? I guess not. Oh, I can. It just takes forever. Okay. Damn it! Ow. Okay, couldn't get an angle on the wound from there. Haha! There's the wound. Yeah! Oh, I just love slugging it out, man. Sometimes it's just being fancy and being clever and timing your blocks. It's all well and good. But sometimes you just want to get up in a monster's face with a big hammer and say bonk.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
And get blasted in the face by that weird visual bug. Which I still can't quite figure out what's causing it. My best guess it's that is the weather effects that are doing it somehow. Interacting with something in a way that's not intended and creating like that. Oh, jeez. Okay. I hit that! Come on! Would you like to heal when I fucking tell you to? There we go. Jesus.
This'll freshen you out quick.
Darn it. Just smack, 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 bang, bang, bang. Ugh, is there anything better? Well, there's one thing that's better. That's landing the charge Silkbind Blast attack with the gun lance in Rise. I love the feeling of that attack. I really, really, really do. Right, now we're here, and there is that collapsible thing out there. Oh, he's doing it again! Okay. That was the Mario Kart Double Dash. Power struggle! Boom! Yeah, that was pretty predictable.
Ready for you.
Okay, that's a one-time use. That's not really something that works more than once. Oh, come on! Yeah! Oh, that's what we like to do. Okay, we're back to this now. And there isn't really another thing I can drop on it, so... Wait, is that not supposed to get me the hell out of there? Okay. And I don't really know what the hell those wedge beetles are for. That's what we like to do. Now, get ready to get bashed about the head.
Time to go on the offensive.
Right, no more blocking. Now we gotta dodge. Okay, back up the waterfall then. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah. It's also, the focus attack on this thing is also a huge commitment. Like, once you do it, you're not doing anything else for like 5 seconds. There we go. All that just for a better gun lance. Well, hopefully for a better gun lance, if I get the necessary components. The monster dropped something where... Here! Oh, that just gives me slinger ammo. Well, fair enough. I assume the wedge beetles can get you out of the way of that wave. It's just, I was picking one that was at such an angle that I just zoomed myself right into the wave rather than over it. So, like, the idea is to get beneath a beetle, and then once the wave comes in, to zoom upwards and jump over it, I think. Okay.
Hey. something in mind?
Excellent. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm lacking monster fluid. Monster fluid. Where the hell do I get monster fluid?
You know where to find me. Got a sec? I got something for you.
Monster fluid. I get that from the Lollap Arena. And that's kind of it. Okay, any small monsters that'll give it to me? The Bulaki. Okay. They seem like the better option then. Alright, let's take a quest to hunt some Bulaki. Might as well get some extra rewards out of it.
Right.
You'd think with 1.3 million players I could get some people to help me hunt the Uthduma. Now watch as 4 players immediately join me to hunt a few small bugs.
You don't get surrounded.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared? They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
There. That's our target.
A little bit overkill, but, you know. If it's worth doing, it's worth comically overdoing. Give me monster fluid, you little bastards. Not really getting it from carving.
I gathered some materials too. Take a field patch.
Just kind of hoping I'll get it as a quest reward, really. Last bit of bullying. Okay. I do like that I'm just standing there like reading my journal over there, my little cat partners. Duking it out with a frog. 1 monster fluid. Well, that's something. 1 is all I need. What did I need it for? Right, hammer.
Catch your eye?
No? Not hammer. I needed it for
What are we making today?
gun lance. Right, I needed it to make this thing.
I'm ready to work. All right. Perfection. I'm ready to work. Perfection.
Like
So that I can have this.
Perfection. Come back anytime.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Fancy. Very fancy indeed. All right. The next step, then, is to talk to Werner. But this episode is gone long enough already, I think. And, I do need to get to bed, because it's like 1:30 a.m., so... I don't want to, though. I really genuinely want to play more Monster Hunter. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to be a person. I don't want to have a life. I don't want to meet people, go out, see things, do stuff. I just want to hunt the monsters. I just want to monster hunt. Can't I get to do that? Can't a poor, sweet little boy like me ever have some fun? Truly. I mean, YouTubers are the most oppressed and persecuted class of people. And this is why. This is the reason why the world is simply set up to harass, persecute, and destroy us. Merely for our cultural values. Please don't take anything I just said seriously. I know I shouldn't have to specify, but just in case. Anyway, I'm a little loopy and delirious because I did not have enough sleep last night, and now I'm up way too late. So I'm going to call the episode here. Thank you for watching. Patreon, like, comment, subscribe, tip jar, merch store, you know the deal. It's the stuff that people have. Also, memberships available on the channel if you want to watch more Monster Hunter episodes early. Probably there's a bunch of them available to members only at the moment. I'm putting them out one a day, so it's not like you're going to have to wait long. But hey, it's there if you want it. Thank you for watching. Remember to be kind to each other. Have solidarity with those who are struggling. And may the tides of history wash gently over us all.